2 years, as my middle school did not offer one, I've come to every single general meeting that I could, and this year I've come to every single officer meeting that I could. I've also had the experience of being able to be mentored by two great arbitrators in the form of Zach and Varun. Something that I feel is most effective that they do is the plethora of handouts that they give out. I feel that handouts are one of your most valuable assets. They're good to learn in the meetings, but they're also great to have with you in committees in case you forget something you just want to refer back. If elected next year, I want to bring back one of the handouts that Zach gave out last year. This is a handout that has base positions for countries, and they're based on a variety of factors such as geographical locations, monetary standings, or governments. Examples of these handouts, why they're useful, is that say you're in committee and you get switched country at the last moment. This way you have a base position, you can actually still do well. Or it's also helpful in getting allies. And this brings on to another topic in which many members of our club have voiced the opinion that our resolution writing could be a little bit stronger. And a big part of this is finding allies in your committee. Once you have the allies, you can form a strong block. And I also want to teach resolution writing, make that a strong focus in all the general meetings, as resolution writing is something that really can lead to awards, even though awards shouldn't be the top priority. Top priority here should be teaching all the freshmen, not just the freshmen, but also all of you that are here, because hopefully all of you will be back doing one next year. And with all the experience and all the practice at each general meeting, we can bring the novices up to the level that you guys are this year, and we can also allow you guys to hone in on your skills. In general meetings, what I want to do is I want to have a little bit of a practice session at each one, sort of what Zach intended to do last year, because as was brought up by previous candidates, the best way to learn is through practice. And through this, we can have mini mock conferences at the end of each general meeting, just on basic world affair topics that are going on, and this will allow each person to be more confident. I also want to stress proactivity, and this is proactivity not only within the club, but also in committees. When you're proactive in committee, you get on the speakers list, the chair hears you, you start talking, you start writing good resolutions, you lead your block, but also proactivity within the club as a whole. And that's one of my things. I would start planning out all the meetings that we're doing at each meeting over the summer. That way, as we get close to the meeting, let you guys know what we're doing, and then if you feel that's a meeting that you really need to work on, you can come and hear the meeting, but you already know all the schedule. Okay, so one of the things that I do have some prior experience among just dating back these 2 years. Last year, I went to all but one conference. The one conference that I missed, I was in Delaware at that time. But I've done GAs, I've done ECOSOCs, I've done crisis for all three committees, and I've done well in each. I gavelled in a GA last year, and I got outstanding in my first crisis this year, which was that one missed one, and I got outstanding in other committees. And to feel that I had those accomplishments needed to be able to teach as well. I feel that one of my biggest assets here is that I was a true novice when I first came into this club, and that will allow me to teach other true novices. And now that I've had the experience of watching Varun and Jason teach those that have a little bit more experience, I have the experience to be able to teach both true novices coming up who have never done MUN before, and those such as you that are returning. And I also chaired a middle school committee this year at Tech MUN, so I will be able to bridge the gap between what people know in middle school MUN and what people know in high school. Thank you.
Thank you, Aidan.